We Predacons forbid you to watch this video if you are under the age of 13. That means you must click the box and exit the video. Yes. But if you continue to watch, it shall avail you not. No. For now the power gauntlet has been cast. Predacons, terrorize!
Hey everyone, welcome back to Input. And today we're going to be taking a look at, no, not Super Megatron, but an upgrade kit for Super Megatron. Let's dig into it. Alright guys, so I guess the biggest question right off the bat is this needed? Is this necessary? You know, really, in all honesty, you know, mileage may vary kind of thing. I don't think it's needed at all. The whole reason why I got it, truthfully, is for these feet right here, right? If I'm doing something, I was actually going to use those feet for my Galvatron for Season 4 of the Transformers Generation 1 stop motion that I'm doing. So, I got them, I got the feet, like I said, I got it for just the feet for Galvatron because I use Tiki Tack on the feet in order to stick them, and as you can see, this is all hollow right down here. So, again, mileage may vary on if you guys need it or want it or whatever. So, mainly what's included, it's actually a bunch of gap fillers, and honestly, I'm surprised that they didn't trim them completely off the tree here or anything. I guess they kind of left that up to the buyer. It is 3D printed. It feels more like a resin printing than it does like a plastic printing, if you will. But yeah, so for this kit, you're definitely going to need a set of clippers. Just something to get, you know, get the posts and stuff taken off. Now, something that I thought was super cool about this entire kit is the 5mm peg holes on the bottom of this. Now, they showed him standing on a, I believe it was COG, or no, it was a 6-gun. It was a Siege 6-gun, and it makes him the exact same height as Star Convoy, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Star Convoy. So, a lot of this stuff I don't really feel like is needed per se, but, again, mileage may vary. Now, the red here, I noticed, is an extremely close match. The camera makes it look brighter than it is, but it is a very close match to the red that Hasbro, or Takara I should say, used. But yeah, it's just mainly a bunch of gap fillers and whatnot. So, oh look, see, that tab's already broken off, so no big deal there. It saves me some time. So yeah, that's what you get in the upgrade kit. So let's put it all on him and let's see what he looks like with it all on him. Alright guys, so I've got 97% of this kit installed. Why do I say 97%? Is because there are some fillers for the cannon here that go on the inside of the cannon that honestly they're just way too tight and they don't go in far enough. And so what ends up happening is that the cannon doesn't close. Now what I did, I'll show you guys where it's supposed to fill. It's supposed to fill these 4 holes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those 4 gaps, right? But as you can see, I'll show you, it didn't close all the way, and it was stressing out the plastic in some places. It's stressed, I don't know if you guys can see it or anything, but it's stressed here and it's stressed up here. So I had to drill a hole in those pieces with my hand drill, and then actually pull them out. And I had to do that on both sides. As you can see the drill marks right here on the back, and there is a stress mark here and a stress mark up there as well on the top. I did try to file down the ones that go in here after, you know, while test fitting. I tried to file down the ones in here, and I couldn't quite get them to fit properly, so I don't know if they're just shaped slightly off than what this shape is. So, I mean, they could be off by like an angle or two, and then that would do it. But yeah, like I said, the cannon wouldn't fully close. It would close down here, but it would have a gap like this, and it wouldn't fully close. But basically what they're meant for is when you're in tank mode, you know, it's supposed to cover up the sides here, which honestly, I'd rather have the sides exposed and not have everything stressed out and fractured and still have the ability for it to close like that. So I really don't think it's missing too much if you don't have these filled. So that is honestly a downside to this kit. But let's take a look at the kit as a whole. What does the kit add? Well, the kit adds these arm fillers right here on the side. Shout out to Crimson Raptors. I know this bothers him when, you know, stuff like this, you got gaps and stuff like that. As you can see, they don't color match at all. It's black instead of gray. Now, I don't mind the way it looks because it does blend in with the fist quite nicely. But you could paint this the same color gray if you really wanted to. And I'll get into, there is a certain area where it does bother me that it doesn't color match, that I probably will end up painting later on down the road. But I will show you guys the transformation here. It just adds an extra step, but there is a downside to the extra step. Now you can flip the fist inside and there is a panel now, but you have to get something in here in order to open this. Okay, there's no finger, there's no place for your fingernail, nothing like that for this to go, for you to catch, if that makes sense. So you have to, I've noticed I have to put something in there like you just saw on my X-Acto knife in order to pull this open. But once it's open, it is still fully transformable. And I think that looks really great. Now, once the fist is in there, there is, you know, you can put your finger in there and open it back up to get the fist out. I just find that when the fist is out, it's relatively difficult to get anything in there, like a fingernail or anything like that, to open it up. It's just, and that I wouldn't say that's a fault of the kit itself. I would say that it's really no fault of Hasbro or Takara either, because, you know, they don't design this stuff with upgrade kits in mind. But it's really no fault. It's just, I guess, like a design fault of the way that all of this would have to be designed, I guess. Like I said, it's no fault of anybody's here. But yeah, so you get those, and that's super cool. You also get on the back side here of his shoulder launchers, you get these fillers right here. Now these just slide in and clip in, and there's still enough space right here for these to turn and work perfectly. Now the color match for this metallic gray is really, really close. I'm really impressed with this right here, how close this gray paint is to the color that they picked, Takara picked for the gray, this gunmetal gray. Now, so you get that filler up there, you get these back thigh fillers, somewhat transform him a little bit. You also get these back thigh fillers right here. Now this is where the kit really kind of starts to bug me, that they didn't color match the gray. They just made it, they painted everything the same gray here. But again, it's not too big of a deal if you want to go back in, go over it with a gray that matches the plastic. They did the same thing, so there are some thigh fillers right here. Again, it's the same, I guess, problem here, that it's not the color of the plastic, but the detail here, the sculpt on this matches the sculpt on the thigh itself. It's not just completely flat. So anywhere that there is a sculpt, anywhere, this kit continues that sculpt. It doesn't break it up or anything, and I think that's super cool. And especially right here on the arms, as you guys can see, there is sculpted detail here on the arms as well, which I think is super nice. And there's sculpted detail on the back right here as well. It's just not plain, you know. There's actually sculpted detail on the kit, and I think that's something that's really cool. Now, on the back of the legs as well, you do get these tank fillers, which help in tank mode. And it's just a simple insert here. And again, it's hard to even see the color difference at all between the paint and the plastic here. They did a phenomenal job color matching here. But yeah, so, and you get that on both sides right there. So, and what you also get, you get this filler for in here. Now, I don't know why they would even go this extra mile, because you never see this, but I think that's super cool. And again, all of this sculpted detail in here, I feel like that just goes to waste. But, I mean, because when you have them in tank mode, a lot of that stuff gets covered up anyway, right? But, so I totally dig that. They went the extra mile there, and I absolutely love it. And as you guys just saw, the fillers on the bottom of the feet. Now, like I said earlier, you guys can have him stand on 6-gun. At least the pictures showed him standing on 6-gun to make him the same height of Star Convoy, the Takara Tomy Mall exclusive, Hasbro Pulse exclusive Star Convoy. So, I mean, this is honestly, I think this is a really good kit. I absolutely like it. The only downside, like I said, is that where some of these pieces should be gray to color match the figure, they're not. And that's a simple fix with a paintbrush and some color matching with the gray and stuff. So, but I'll be right back with final thoughts, guys. So before we head into final thoughts, I wanted to show you guys the 6-gun feature. As you can see, he is taller now. He does stand on 6-gun's weaponizer legs. And like I said, that makes him the height of Power of the Primes, Optimus Prime, the Star Convoy, you know, your Amazon exclusive Nemesis Prime from Power of the Primes, that mold. So, and I think this is a super cool feature. You can add some like extra boost power and stuff. And it's not, I mean, they sit in there fine. It's not a super tight fit, but it is snug enough to keep everything. I mean, see, it's snug enough to keep it all in there. I mean, I was shaking him pretty hard for a while there, and only one of them fell out. So it is a very, very nice fit, very good tight fit for your weaponizers and stuff. So now we'll move on to final thoughts. Alright guys, so here we go with final thoughts for this kit. Is this kit worth the 20 bucks that I spent on it? Man, and I gotta say, honestly, I dig the kit. I really do. This figure went from a 10 to an 11 with this kit. I mean, this figure was, to me, 100% perfect. And when I saw the kit on eBay, like I said, I initially bought it for just the feet for Galvatron, for my Titans Return Galvatron, for when I start animating Season 4. I can have something, you know, to have the Tiki-Tac hold on to, so I can do the walking animations and all that other stuff. But in all honesty, I think the kit is worth it, man. I really do. Like I said, it takes the figure from a 10 to an 11. It does give you the extra transformation step, but it's really cool that these two pieces right here, yeah, they're separate pieces. I think it's something that's super cool that they kind of engineered this just to open up and hide the fist and stuff. They didn't just fill in this or just fill in this to where the fist continued to stick out. It's an extra piece of engineering that they went the extra mile for, and I think that's super cool. All the added coloring and all the added, or the color matching and stuff for this kit is spot on. Nothing really stands out except for, you know, like the thigh fillers and stuff like that. But I think the sculpt that carries through on these pieces is just absolutely awesome. They did a really, really awesome job. Whoever designed this kit did a phenomenal job. I did find the kit on eBay. I typed in Super Megatron upgrade kit because I tried finding a Galvatron upgrade kit, a Titans Return one, but that was a no-go. And I figured that if I found a Super Megatron one, I could use it on Titans Return Galvatron. So I might actually go back and buy another one of these for Titans Return Galvatron. And also, one thing I didn't mention is that you get these arm fillers here as well. And the red on these things is beautifully, perfectly matched. And that's why, truthfully, that's why I forgot to even cover them before this segment, because I forgot they were there, because that's how much of a color match that it is. So yeah, it's super weird. I will say that they painted these to match, but they didn't paint any. They didn't put the gray paint on these darker pieces to color match the gray. But whatever. I think the kit's absolutely worth it. I will put the eBay link to where I got mine in the description down below. If you guys want to buy it, I'll kind of make finding it easy. But if you guys don't want to click the link or find it on your own or whatever, like I said, I typed in Super Megatron upgrade kit, and this kit is what popped up. Now, everything does come on a sprue, so you do need to have some kind of clippers and a razor blade to file down or to cut off the excess pieces and stuff to get everything to fit. But I think that truthfully is worth the price of admission. Plus, if it's your first attempt of doing anything like that, it's a great learning experience as well. So I think the kit's totally worth it, and I babbled on about this kit, and I keep telling you guys that it's worth it, and that's my final thought, that it's absolutely worth the price of admission. Just do it! So, I'll catch you guys next video. I love all you guys out there. Stay safe. That's the most important thing. And as always, cut it out. Later.